All right, well, hello and welcome back, Aries. This is Divine Rebel, and my name is Racy, and I'm going to be doing the reading for you today. For those of you who are new to the channel, this is a general message. Take it how it resonates. Energies are fluid, and roles can be reversed. Just take it how it makes sense to you. If it doesn't make sense, don't try and force it to fit. It's better off you just let it go. It might resonate at another time or in another way, right? These readings are going to be a little bit different today. The last time I did something like this was back in September of last year, so this is going to be fun. I had done the readings on Facebook. So this will be the first time I believe I'm doing it for YouTube. This is who the heck are you dealing with? So Aries, we're going to go through each of the 12 zodiac signs. So you dealing with another Aries, dealing with a Taurus, dealing with a Gemini, all the way to Pisces. All right. I'm going to use my vice versa tarot to get you some messages. So Aries, cards are already ready to go. Dealing with another Aries. Dealing with a Taurus, a Gemini, Aries dealing with a Gemini, here we go, Cancer, Aries dealing with a Leo, Virgo, Libra, Aries dealing with a Libra. And you guys know me, you can, if you know the planets and different signs and things like that, you can get what messages resonate with you as, you know, you dealing with your own self, different aspects of yourself. So Aries with Libra. Aries dealing with a Scorpio. Sagittarius. Oh, I'm being told to take it like that. All right. Dealing with a Capricorn. Dealing with an Aquarius. And dealing with a Pisces. All right. So Aries dealing with another Aries, we have the Five of Swords. So you guys might be having a battle of the egos, right? Or a head-to-head. You might even feel this way within your own self, Aries, dealing with your own self. Like it's a constant battle in your own head. I think maybe you know somebody had to get cut down to size, put in their place, all right? This could also be about not letting other people make your own choices, like making choices for you. All right, it's just kind of the energy that I'm getting off this card. So if you're an Aries dealing with another Aries, you might be putting your foot down and saying, I'm not going to be letting other people tell me what choices I need to make or what steps I need to make, right? You're holding your own truth, okay? Aries dealing with a Taurus, we have the Five of Cups. We have the Five of Cups. So if you're dealing with a Taurus, I'm feeling like, because I'm being drawn to the Scorpion coming out of the Three Spilled Cups, I think that there was maybe, you know, because this is sometimes people dealing with getting over a karmic relationship or a karmic situation, you know, a situationship, could be workplace related, but it's a third party karmic kind of energy. And the Scorpion, you know, Scorpio energy is transformative, it's deep healing. So I think you're looking at whatever this karmic scenario was surrounding a Taurus and really having to observe the transformative element of it, like what you were supposed to get from it in order to move forward, because you have the Two of Cups behind you. So whenever you're done learning this lesson and you're ready to walk away from it, you know, and let it go, you know, you get up to walk away, you're going to see that Two of Cups there, and whatever lessons you learned, that's the reward for turning around and letting the karma go. All right. There's new bridges, you know, maybe the grass is greener on the other side. It's time to let something go and move on. All right. So Aries dealing with a Gemini, we have the Ace of Swords. We have the Ace of Swords, and I'm being drawn to the Emperor's crown, you know, on this front side of the card because it's different on the vice versa side. If you're dealing with a Gemini, there might be some really strong truth coming in. truth that changes the dynamic of things. You know, with the Emperor energy on top, Aries, this has a lot to do with your energy. The Emperor card in Tarot is an Aries card, the way I read it. You know, so this is you, Aries, really standing in your own masculine energy and delivering some kind of truth that's going to change things one way or the other. The truth is going to spark a new beginning. So whatever that new beginning is, you know, whether it's an ending that comes to a new beginning or whatever, but there's something that once the truth is spoken, there's no going back to before the truth was spoken, right? Now it's out there. Now the truth is out there. If you're dealing with a Cancer, Aries, if you're dealing with a Cancer, we get the Page of Swords in the reverse. And this could be someone, this is like my secret spy card. It's not necessarily a bad card, but it's like my social media stalker. So you could be stalking a Cancer, or they could be stalking you. Not necessarily a bad thing. You're just like seeing how you're doing, worried about you, you know, hoping you're okay, whatever. But you know, this is kind of someone who's got their back turned to you, but is still divinely communicating with you. You know, they have this lit sword. So even though they're in the shadow, even though their back is turned, you know, this is like the World Wide Web, the cloud is how I see this. You know, so you're still communicating, this communication is still coming through between you and a Cancer, but it's most likely undercurrent, you know, synchronistic kind of symbols, messages, you know, to each other through social media, the things you're posting. Aries, if you're dealing with a Leo, we have the back side of the Sun card. So you or somebody else could be feeling like there's limits to reaching their highest potential, or something in the way of what their heart space is calling for them. You know, it's just drawn to the 656 on the clock. So if you follow angel numbers and palindromes and patterns, 656, you might want to look it up. But this is the authentic path, Leo, and the Sun card is your card, you know, as dealing with a Leo. So, you know, this Leo potentially feels really restricted or capped, and they don't feel like they can make a move, or they feel like they have to get beyond that wall, right? There's a huge wall in front of them. They have to get beyond the wall in order to be successful, you know, in order to accomplish something, and it's guarded. You know, the wall is heavily guarded. It's and they're looking at it kind of discouraged, you know. So if you are dealing with a Leo, maybe they're looking at it like, I don't know if I could do this. You know, if you're dealing with a Leo, it might be, you know, them. Sorry, the door just knocked and it took me out of my piece for a second there. It took me out of my flow. My roommate will get it if he needs to get it. I'm feeling like if you're dealing with a Leo, I do feel more like this is the Leo feeling up against the wall with you guys. Hold on, guys. Hold on one second. Okay, so we're back now. Divine timing. Someone's having a hard time getting through to you, Aries. Okay? Someone's having a hard time getting through to you. All right? Dealing with a Leo. All right, so if you're dealing with a Virgo, Aries dealing with a Virgo, we have the Moon card, and it came out with the 7 of Cups. All right, so if you're dealing with a Virgo, right, or if you have strong Virgo in your chart even, right, take it how it resonates. You're facing your shadow right now. It's being highlighted. You're being put in a position with this person, or, you know, vice versa, take it how it resonates, where you feel like you have no options, right? Feeling like you have no options, feeling confused, not knowing what to do. And this is about getting in touch with your shadows, getting in touch with your inner truth, right? The stuff that's below the surface that you're not being real with yourself about. This is the subconscious programming that, you know, might be at play. This could most definitely be a karmic cycle. This could be something that comes up with the moons, you know, something that you've been dealing with, a cycle you've been dealing with. And I feel like it's like having so many options that are not good options that they feel like there's no options, right, with this Virgo energy. I feel like something has to you have to get rid of something, you know, because the 18 and the 7, it's like the 1 from the 8 is a 7, so it's almost like having to put yourself first above karma, right? Taking that 1 out of the karmic situation, which is the 8, and getting back to the 7, you know, which the other side of the card is knowing that you have an option, right? A divine path kind of option. And it's about putting yourself first, right? It's about getting over the shadow and truly putting yourself first. Whatever works for you, like it has to be a win for you, and you can't really worry too much about the Virgo, you know, or the Virgo is treating you that way, and that they're extremely confused and don't know what to do, and they feel like they have no options with you, right? And that might be you having to truly think about what you want to do. If you're dealing with a Libra, we got 3 cards that flew out for Libra, and we had the Knight of Wands in the reverse with the Devil and the 2 of Swords. So if you're dealing with a Libra or you have strong Libra in your chart, this Knight of Wands is thinking about, they're not actually doing it because it's not in the light of day, they're thinking about really making a move to cut this devil energy out, right? Whatever that devil energy is, whatever that restriction is, because the devil energy is keeping you in chains, right? It's feeling obligation, it's feeling bound to something, feeling like you can't get away from something. And it's in the reverse, which is, you know, grounding that energy. It's grounding that energy. It's bringing light to it, and making the choice, right? Also facing a moon, so it could be something that's strong Libra, Virgo, cusp energy, if you know that's in your chart. But yeah, someone is really strongly considering facing their own shadows and slaying their own demons and moving forward if you're dealing with a Libra. All right. And if that's you, Aries, then maybe you need to truly step forward. You know, you know what I mean? Like truly step forward. If you're thinking about it, really letting go of your demons and getting over your shadows. You know, fear and pain is an illusion when you follow what you're divinely inspired to do, which is a lot of what the Knight of Wands is about, being divinely guided. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, we have the Page of Wands. All right, if you're dealing with a Scorpio, we have the Page of Wands. And this reminds me of a journeyman, right? The Page of Wands is all about self-reinvention, being inspired to start over, to start fresh, to take on a whole new world, a whole new reality. You know, this is someone who is letting the past go. You know, it reminds me a lot of the Fool in this deck. And this is someone who's really confident about the changes that they're making. You know, he's very confident. So if you're dealing with a Scorpio energy, this person might be considering a brand new direction, brand new time, new day, new dawn. Like this person isn't going to be the same person you knew prior to them making these choices for themselves. And I think you already know that they are doing this. You know, this is in the light of day. This is being shown to you. So Scorpio is looking to the future, right? So if you were dealing with Scorpio, they're looking forward. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, we got the 9 of Cups in the reverse, and we have it, well, on the back side and in the reverse. I was told to keep it this way. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, this is the release of a narcissist energy. This is someone who was constantly having their cup filled and filled and filled, you know, by this angelic feminine energy. And now it's in the reverse. So, you know, this guy, whoever this was, Aries, if you were dealing with a Sagittarius, they might have let you go if you were, you know, exhibiting narcissistic behavior, or vice versa. You know, if you were dealing with Sagittarius who was just kind of being narcissistic, you're letting it go, or they're letting it go. Like there's a release of this connection, that cord, or at least this old way of you guys relating to each other. You know, if there was this kind of hurt people energy, that's being released if it's between you and a Sagittarius. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, we have the 6 of Wands on the back side. So this has been a long trial with this person. This is the victory card. So I believe, you know, you do feel like you can walk away from this with, you know, victory. you know, you would call it a victory for yourself, even if it was hard won. You know, even if there was, you know, people who, as innocent bystanders, kind of got drug into it, you know, the peanut gallery kind of thing, you know, people cheering you on or cheering them on, like you came out on top. Like, I feel if you're dealing with a Capricorn, or if you've been dealing with a legal issue, because Capricorn does sometimes deal with legal issues in the 3D, I feel like you're going to come out on top of it. I just feel like it was definitely a hard won battle, right? It's been a long time coming with this Capricorn. They might have left you with a couple scars, you know, despite the victory, you know, a couple foul memories. But, you know, you let go and let God and wish them nothing but the best. You're dealing with an Aquarius. We have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. So Aquarius, the Queen of Wands is someone who manifests. She's someone who creates magic. So if you're dealing with an Aquarius, Aries, they may have most definitely turned their back on you and started manifesting something else. Like if they had once seen a future with you, I think they're looking forward to creating their own future. You know, I think they're moving forward solo, is what I'm getting. I believe they're in this state of self-love, this almost like self-worship, like I nurture me, I love me, I water me, I take care of me, I don't need anybody to do that. Like, I am my own powerhouse. I feel like that's the kind of energy that Aquarius is in dealing with you, Aries, or, you know, vice versa. But someone's definitely standing in their own power and manifesting something on their own where they're the center of the world. And if you're dealing with a Pisces, we got the Four of Swords on the backside. And so this is taking a break from everything going on out there. If you're dealing with a Pisces energy, I think it's just way too much tension right now. You know, if you're an Aries Pisces cusp, or you have strong Pisces in your chart, this could be you needing to pull away from your own internal conflict out there, you know, like, and really needing to just rest and let the rest of the world stay out there. You know, let the rest of the world just stay out there and let them battle it out, you know, and destroy each other. Like, you're too old for this, you know, like old soul, like you don't need it. You know, it's like, how many times have you seen war? How many times have you seen destruction? How many times have you seen pain and hurt? How many times have you seen people betrayed and loss? You know, it's like, I'm too old for this shit. So if you're dealing with a Pisces, you could quite literally be feeling that way. I'm too old for this shit, right? Pisces energy. So Aries, I hope that helps you out this week and that this message catches you in divine time. If you want more from me in the Zodiacs, I'm going to be following up with all the advice and healing and oracle cards and the extendeds on Facebook. You can find me at facebook.com/Divine Rebel Readings. Until next time, guys, love each other, and most importantly, love yourselves. Bye.